Syrian media has reported that Israeli carried out over 60 airstrikes within 5 hours, targeting military sites around Damascus. In addition, Israeli forces reported the advance towards the village of Al-Mu'allaqa in the Damascus countryside. These developments come amid heightened tensions and escalating military activity in the region, deepening the already fragile situation. The UN Special Envoy to Syria, Geir Pedersen, has arrived in Damascus calling for swift action to lift sanctions and support reconstruction efforts. Pedersen emphasized the need for justice and accountability through a credible system while balancing immediate humanitarian relief with long-term stability. His visit marks a renewed diplomatic push to address Syria's future, underscoring the urgency of rebuilding efforts and ensuring accountability for past crimes.
A credible justice system, and that we don't see any. We need to see that this is.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has held a call with US President-elect Donald Trump to discuss several topics, including Syria, the Gaza war, and a detainee exchange deal with Hamas. Israeli officials have noted significant progress in negotiations with Hamas, showing readiness for an agreement. The chiefs of Mossad and Shin Bet, Israel's security agency, informed the Israeli cabinet of potential breakthroughs. Trump advisor Adam Boehler is expected to visit Israel this week for talks as speculation grows that the Gaza war could end after Trump's inauguration.
Agreed to negotiate peace with the Palestinians on the basis of your peace plan.
Turkish Defense Minister Yasar Gula has stated that Syria's new administration should be given a chance to govern, citing its constructive messages. He added that Turkey is ready to provide military training if requested. The Turkish Defense Minister noted that there were no signs of a full Russian withdrawal following al-Assad's fall. Ankara may reassess its military presence in Syria as conditions evolve. The new administration has pledged to respect governmental institutions, the UN, and international organizations.
Bu çerçevede 657 sayılı devlet memurları kanununda savunma hizmetleri.
Schools in Damascus has reopened 1 week after Bashar al-Assad's ouster. Al-Jawdat al-Hashimi school, the Syrian flag was raised amid celebrations by students and teachers. The world watches as the new leadership faces the challenges of stabilizing the nation. Turkey has reopened its embassy in Damascus, becoming the first to do so since the end of Bashar al-Assad's government. President Erdogan pledged support for Syria's reconstruction. The former Turkish ambassador to Mauritania was appointed acting business manager. Turkey has closed its embassy in 2012, signaling a significant shift in diplomatic relations as the country began its rebuilding efforts. Lebanon's caretaker Prime Minister Najib Mikati has urged international support for the repatriation of Syrian refugees, calling for early recovery efforts in securing areas of Syria. Speaking at a gathering of Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni's party, Mikati highlighted Syria's devastation after 13 years of war, with al-Assad now in exile. Mikati also expressed hope that Lebanon's ceasefire with Israel could pave the way for lasting stability in the region.
The international community, particularly Europe, should assist in the return of Syrians by engaging.
Arab, Turkish and European diplomats have concluded a meeting in Jordan's Aqaba, stressing the need for an inclusive Syrian government that respects minority rights. Regional and global powers were vying for influence after al-Assad fled last week. Though his key allies, Russia and Iran, were excluded, US officials, including Secretary of State Blinken, outlined the vision for Syria's transition.
We had this meeting together together with the international actors as well as
Turkish Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan has urged Israel to immediately halt its activities in Syria. Earlier, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken announced an agreement among top diplomats from the U.S., Turkey and the EU and Arab nations to ensure minority rights in Syria's future government. Talks in Jordan and contacts with rebels followed President Bashar al-Assad's ouster as global and regional powers vie for influence over Syria's post-Assad leadership. Syria has been facing mounting challenges amid Israeli airstrikes, diplomatic efforts for peace, and struggles to build infrastructure. The details.